So being completely honest, I have a script. I've actually been recording this video for the last 2 hours, and in the last hour I've decided scrap it. No script. I'm in my season of going ghost, and obviously you clicked on this video because you are in a season of your life where you are either feeling distracted, you're feeling stretched thin, you are feeling like you are constantly tired of not being happy or satisfied with where you are in your life. Maybe you've been searching how to reinvent yourself, how to rebrand, and just how to start over. Just go ahead and subscribe, and we can go through this season of taking a step back together. So here's the thing, detaching is about recognizing that your attention is truly a resource. If it's constantly spent managing old relationships, old roles, then there's no space for this new identity that you are trying to create for yourself. And I want to add this disclaimer that going ghost is not about like putting your phone on do not disturb and just ignoring everyone. It truly goes beyond just your ability to communicate, but you make the decision to step back to focus on yourself because you are finally clear on what deserves your full focus. So over time, going ghost, before it was even labeled as going ghost, this is how I've learned to protect my peace. And it's honestly the moments where I'm able to lock in and get a lot of things done. So not to make this all about zodiac, but I'm a Virgo woman. And so naturally, I am someone who goes on what is considered hermit mode. So with that, when my mind is full, life really feels too demanding all at once, my default is to just detach. I will step away from conversations, from the group chat. I'm not picking up my phone. In fact, my phone is on do not disturb because I literally do not want to be disturbed. You may not hear from me for a few months, but it's not because I don't care. It's simply just my way of getting back to peace. I've known this about myself for a long time. In fact, even as a kid, when someone is talking to me, when I'm thinking about something, I will get upset because it's like what I'm thinking about in this moment, it's so overpowering that you're talking to me while I'm basically talking to myself. So imagine getting older, being an adult, where I have to show up for work, where I have social media now, where I'm building a business. There are so many different areas that are all pulling my attention at once. I value having the space to create silence so that I can sort through my emotions. I can sort through what I'm going through. I can sort through what I'm thinking through without having the pressure to show up for other people. I've never been the kind of person who can thrive in chaos. Again, I'm a Virgo girly, and beyond the zodiac side of things, I truly do value having order, having direction, having organization. When I have a goal set for myself, I am passionate about that goal. I am locked in on that goal. I do not have too many things that I will allow to distract me. The biggest distraction that I have in my life is myself. So with that, when I'm quiet, it's because I'm thinking. When I'm distant, it's because I'm trying to figure something out and I don't want to unleash all of the emotions that I have within myself. Otherwise, y'all, I would literally crash out. So recently I decided to deactivate my personal TikTok. Here's why. The decision to step away, number one, from Instagram earlier this year was like a lot of the people on that platform, they would watch my content. And these are people that I've known either for a few years or people I've known since elementary school, where they would literally follow me on Instagram and not engage with any of my content. It just kind of felt like a space where I was stuck in. So it's like, get rid of it. You know what I mean? So then I started to put my attention on TikTok. And for a while, TikTok was starting to feel like, you know, a space where I was able to get on there and creatively express myself. A lot of the people who I followed, you know, they were content creators, they were growing content creators, they were entrepreneurs, they were business people. And I just love how that space was utilized to like create a community that is built around supporting each other and just like, you know what I mean, giving each other virtual high fives. Like, girl, I see you posting your content. But lately, I feel like TikTok has become just another distraction. Like in one of my most recent videos, I talked about how one of my fears is like constantly showing up, constantly putting effort, and that effort not leading anywhere. And that's what I noticed I was starting to feel with TikTok. And it was like, number one, this platform isn't truly aligned with the woman that I am aiming to become. It's not really aligned with my business goals. So I recently decided early July that I was just going to take a step back for TikTok. But now that it's almost August, I really feel like I don't want to get back on TikTok. So now I'm not on TikTok anymore, and now I'm not on Instagram anymore. I rarely get on Facebook. I don't have a Twitter. I literally have no social media other than YouTube, so that I can revisit my goals, so that I can be more aligned with those goals, so that I can put direction back into my life instead of chasing trends, instead of trying to go viral. I am noticing that with this new focus, with this new redirection, it's literally like my journey is unfolding beautifully, and I just want to stay locked in with where I'm at. So if you clicked on this video for whatever reason, I'm assuming it's from this title. Maybe you find yourself in a season where, you know, you have been distracted. You've been feeling pulled in so many different directions. You feel stretched thin. You feel like you constantly want to reinvent yourself. You want to start over. You want to recreate a life because either you're not satisfied or you're not happy with this life that you are living. My best advice to you is to truly detach. Detach from the things that are not serving you. Detach from the things that maybe they are like your future goals, but like, what are your goals for today? What are your goals for this week that you can focus on? And that brings us to the next point of like detaching from the outcome. That is such a powerful layer when it comes to this journey of going goals and like just focusing on yourself. When you give yourself the ability to just focus on what you can do today to move the needle forward, it really does help you detach from the outcome. Like, imagine if your goal is to become a YouTuber, right? You want to obviously reach 100,000 subscribers. You maybe want to reach 1 million subscribers one day. But for today, focus on reaching your first 1,000. And then as time goes by, add a little zero to the end of it. And over time, if you never reach 1 million subscribers on YouTube, you would probably be just as happy with having 10,000 viewers or 10,000 subscribers if it equates to like brand deals, if it equates to how you meet your husband, if it equates to just being happy and waking up every day satisfied with this community that you have built. One thing that I love about this season of just detaching from everything and focusing on myself is that I do find the free time to just daydream again, to use my imagination to envision the life that I desire to have. Like, I've been using my Pinterest more, and I'll drop it down below in case you want to check it out. The best thing about using your imagination to build a life that you claim you want is like, you never really know how anything is going to turn out, but if you can just keep that vision in mind, it's almost like you start to feel like you're already living that life. It's crazy because before I make this video and before I make any video, I always take a second to just pray and just to thank God for this opportunity to be a YouTuber. It's something that I've wanted to do since 2015. And today I just reflected, like early this year, I remember sitting in my living room and just like kind of not happy with how my content is going and just feeling like, is this going to be a waste of time? The truth is, I love doing this, and I know that at the end of the day, if I stay focused on what I'm doing, if I stay focused on this vision, like, you can't fail. You only fail when you stop showing up. You only fail when you give up. So yeah, if you're in this season of detaching, going ghost, and focusing on yourself, you probably wrote your goals down early this year. You probably created a vision board. Do it again. Like, we are more than halfway through this year. Revisit your goals, assess where you are, figure out where you have been wasting your time, eliminate those things, and then recreate a plan that is realistic. We have a few months left in this year. Anything is possible, but if you are going to become something bigger than what you already are, you owe it to yourself to really lock in. I haven't really done much this summer besides focus on everything that I'm trying to build for myself right now. And with not having social media, I have not felt the fear of missing out this whole summer. Like, I've gone to the pool when I wanted to, I've gone out to eat when I wanted to, but other than that, I have no idea what anybody else outside of these walls are doing. And that truly is growth for me, because, you know, if you are someone where you have the fear of missing out, where you have the fear that if I step away from my friends, they won't invite me out anymore, I won't be invited on girls' trips, I won't be invited to the birthday parties or anything else, like, You just gotta reach a point where you understand what's for you is gonna be for you. You will always be aligned with people who will respect and understand what you are prioritizing. One friend actually just mentioned to me that she appreciates that I am a low maintenance friend, and y'all, I did not take it as disrespect at all. I actually took it as a compliment, because I understand when I'm going through a lot in my personal life, I don't have time to show up for everybody else. I just automatically apply that to other people. When I notice I haven't talked to a friend in a while, the most I'm gonna do is just reach out to say, hey girl, how you doing? You know what I mean? Like, I'm never gonna take it personal if someone decides that they need to go ghost at any period in their life, because you truly never know what people are going through. So I have to wrap this video up because I have to go meet a client, but I do hope you guys found this video helpful. Like I mentioned, I had a script. It was outlined with a lot of great talking points and some tips to help you navigate your own season of going ghost. But something in my heart, something in my spirit just led me to just feel like this is a video where I can just sit down and just talk. Like, here on this channel, my biggest mission is to help you figure out what you can do to become the brand that you desire to be. And so the greatest way that I can do that is by leading by example. I will never get on this channel and tell you to do something that I either haven't done or that I'm not willing to apply to my own life. If you've been feeling like you're being called to go ghost for a season, you do not need my permission to do it, but I 10 out of 10 recommend that you just give yourself that grace to just take a step back, to focus on yourself, to create a plan that will move you forward. And whenever you're ready to pop back out, baby, I promise you, the people who are for you, they are going to understand it. They are going to respect it. And the people who maybe didn't show up for you, that's okay. You'll find that when you have been showing up for yourself, you will start to care less and less about who is showing up for you, who is clapping for you, who is sharing your content, who is supporting you as a client or as a customer. Like, you're so locked in on your vision, you know you can't fail, you know God got you. It's nothing. You know what I mean? It's truly nothing. So this woman who you are becoming in this season, she needs this room to build in peace. She doesn't need more invites, more noise, more distraction. She just needs the silence and the structure in order to redirect her focus. So if you are in your ghost season and this video really hit home for you, maybe you have dedicated this next, 90 days, 6 months, 18 months to just take a step back and focus on the brand that you are creating. I do have a few resources down below in the description box to help you on your journey of becoming the brand that you desire to be. So thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that we can stay connected as you continue to become the woman that you desire to be, one habit, one choice, and one day at a time.